1, 2, 3 out back with another video, and today I'll be doing another thoughts video on my Funko Pop collection, and today it's going to be my Lord of the Rings collection. Now I didn't actually realize, but my last one when I did my Harry Potter one was a month ago. I didn't actually realize it was that long ago, so I thought I would do another one, but instead of being on my bedside table, I decided to do it where my Lumen 1, 2, 3 sign is. I tested on the ground with my pop figures. Now as you can see, I have Boromir and Legolas pretty much leaning on the Lumen 1, 2, 3 sign because they are either too heavy or their feet are quite weak on the carpet. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first we'll start with Frodo Baggins. Now I really like his curly hair design. I think they showed it very nicely on this pop figure, and then I really like his body design as well, and you can see just his small detail with the one ring to rule them all around his neck. And then we've got his coat, we've got his shirt, and then if you can barely see, but then he has under that a white shirt, and then just he has the leaf what his cape is connected on. And I really like the hood piece as well, and a few creases in his hood. And then I really like his sword, what he does hold, which is Sting. And then I like his arm printing as well, with a few details with the white on his shirt. And then his feet design is great as well, because hobbits are known for having hairy feet, so I like how they've represented that. And then I really like his ears as well, and then not too much facial printing, but I really like the eyebrows. Next we have Gollum or Smeagol, and this is him in his invisibility form, and the reason is because spoil alert here, if you haven't seen the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the One Ring does turn you invisible, and Gollum is invisible, and I really like this form of Gollum, but I really want to get the non-invisible Gollum because some of the features are quite hard to see in this almost translucent white, but I think it looks really nice. These strands of hair are really nice, and then his angry expression is great with his ears poking out, and then I really like how he does sit almost like a monkey with the 4 legs, but in this case he uses his arms pretty much as legs. And then I really like his sort of body printing with just some ripped up covering for his private parts. So I really like how they've represented Gollum in his invisibility form. The next one we have is Boromir, and I really like the detail on this Funko Pop with the different straps, belts, always pretty much almost uniform type with his black sort of waistcoat, his almost glove sort of things, and then the belts as I said. And then I really like the prints of some different spots of dirt on his waistcoat, really nice. And then on behind the waistcoat he has this really nice red shirt, really like that. And then his sword is great, and then I really like his horn with the different prints on there. And then he does have the same cape as with Frodo did, but his has a bit more dirt features on it. And then I really like his boots with a bit more dirt printing on it. And then I really like his hair with the different strains as well. And then I really like his mo going around his mouth, and then his nose is great. And then the final one is Legolas, and I really like this Funko Pop because I really like how they've represented his long hair with I'm not actually quite sure how to describe it, but tied up in this sort of cross shape idea. And then I like the braids. That's right, they're called braids, I believe. Really like how they've represented that. And then I really like the printing again on this with the different detailing, because he's a woodland elf. I really like his bow as well. And then you can just see up there with his cape all creased as well. His boots are great. And then I like the different, like, maybe shoulder armor, sort of, and, like, wrist armor. I'm not quite sure what that is. And then I really like his ears as well. So hopefully in the future I'll get more Lord of the Rings Funko Pops, because I think they are really great. They come with some great, like, detail and some great features with each of the Funko Pops. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hopefully I'll have another one out. It might be in a month, or it might be maybe in a few weeks, so definitely stay tuned. And I cannot wait to see you next video. Goodbye!